Hi you guys, so I wanted to share an important message with you that I've been coming across in my last few quantum healing hypnosis sessions with others while talking with their higher self. And it's the promise, not even the idea, not even the notion, but the promise, the infinite truth that all of life is love. And I know that sounds super flowery and super hippie and hippity dippity, but I can't get away from the truth, from the perspective of the higher self, from every individual I've been dealing with and doing these sessions with, that we must, as individuals, as spiritual beings on a human existence, we must remember that all that exists is Source. That all that exists is God. That everything has sprung forth from the eternalness that is the divine, that is God, that is love. Makes me think of a joke from The Ladies' Man, the movie The Ladies' Man. It's a Saturday Night Live skit. And he says, I was born in the street, I was raised in the street, and I will occasionally find myself waking up in the street. And so the other day, yesterday, I was walking, and I was like, I was born in love, I was raised in love, and I will occasionally find myself waking up in love. Sorry, that's my Ladies' Man impression, Leon Phelps. But anyways, why I wanted to share this is because we hear these, for me this has been really impactful because we've heard it in religious teaching, we've heard it in spiritual teachings, in these very sacred texts and teachers and these awakened ones and these enlightened people who we look towards, who've said that all of life is love. And in my last session, I kept asking my friend, I kept asking his higher self, we know that, but what is it that can get us closer to understanding that from our human perspective? How do we get closer to that understanding, to that knowing? And his higher self stuck strong and stayed tough and just kept saying, nothing else exists. Like, it is. You don't have to earn love. You don't have to, it just is. All of life is love. Everything. If you're not a Donald Trump supporter, Donald Trump is an extension. He is love, not even an extension of love. He is love. It all is present. The health that you're seeking is present now because that is love. The wealth that you're seeking is present now because that is love. The relationship that you're seeking is present now because that is love. Everything is love. Everything is Source. Everything is God. The person before that, his higher self, said, it's as if a magnet, it's as if the magnet is God. And we as individuals, this is I guess we could think about this in law of attraction sense, but the magnet is constantly pulling us towards, say God is level 10. This is how I thought of it. God is level 10. And we cannot help but move upward towards level 10. But in our humanness, we can fight ourselves downward. Does that make sense? We can fight to pull ourselves downward. We can think thoughts. We can act in ways. We can have beliefs. We can, all these things that pull us downward away from that. But as soon as we let go, it's there. It's not even that we raise up. It's that we're there. We're at the level 10. We're at the God 10, the Source 10. I wish I was being more articulate right now, but these sessions, for me, I want to share, for just being the facilitator of the session, the guide of the session. I feel so blessed and so honored to be able to be the questioner in speaking with each individual's higher self, or God self, or eternal self, which is the whole of, it's, you know, it's always the same message. And that message is that the only thing that is in existence is love, is source, is God. And in this reality, we've transmuted that into other things. But the eternalness of all things, and to me, I think of that, the eternalness of all atoms, of the energy that makes up everything, is God. And I asked the question, I asked my last friend's higher self, I said, even our car? And his higher self said, yes, your car. I said, even the street? Yes, even the street. Everything it's all love. It's, if you can just rest in that essence, if you can just rest assured, not even rest assured, but rest in the knowing that everything is love. You know, the meditation, why do we meditate? Because in the elimination of thought, we elevate ourselves. Not even elevate ourselves, you know. It's like this constant, I think about it, and I'm using myself in this, and maybe you resonate with this, but it's this constant moving upward, moving upward, moving upward, moving upward. But it's almost as if what's being explained to me is the upwardness is not even in existence. It's the isness is in existence. It's in the lack of thought. We are source, we are God. In our ways, in our removing of the ways of disconnecting ourselves from that which we are, we become that which we are, because that is our ever-present nature. That is our essence, is love. Our essence is God. And God is level 100. And if we're always seeking to be level 100, it's not that we have to do anything, it's that we must be that. The doing only helps us get to where we think we are, but we already are there. We are the relationship that we're seeking. We are the health that we're seeking. We are the house that we're seeking. We are the wealth financially that we're seeking. We are those things presently. And in the reminding ourselves of that, it shows up, because it is. I know this sounds so flowery and so hippity-dippity and so out there that you're just like, my God, I've heard this a million times before. But I'm just wanting to share this. Man, I've known this for the last 12 years, since I started studying the law of attraction and spirituality and religions. But I wish I could share the feeling I get when I'm communicating with this individual's higher self, and they're sharing this wisdom with me, so that I can share it with you, hopefully, because the reminder that it's all love, it's all God, it's all source, it's our source, we are our source. It makes the experience of being human so much more fun and so much more peaceful, in the sense that the diversity no longer influences our peace, because we can know ultimately that in our removal of the barriers through our thoughts, meaning through our own thinking processes, through our own behaviors, through our own belief patterns, in a removal of that, we are not uniting with God, but we are, I want to say, returning to our essence. We become our essence, that is source, that is God, that is love. And that makes life a whole lot more enjoyable, because in that peace, in that stillness of remembering that I am, Moses asked the burning bush, "What is your name?" The burning bush responded, "I am." In Sudarshan Kriya, you use the mantra Soham, which means I am that. I am. The isness, the I amness is so important to remember, because it takes away all of the pain, all of the suffering, all of the concern, all the worry, all the fear, and it returns us to that place of pure bliss, of pure stillness, of beingness, of isness, of I amness. And yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I thought that was about as much as I wanted to say. I'm going to continue to do more of these videos. The more I do these sessions, the more I'm inspired by not only these individuals and their experience, but by my higher self, and I can continue to get guidance on that. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it didn't sound too hippity-dippity and too flowery. I know it did, but when you hear somebody's God self tell you that you don't have to work for what you're seeking because you are that's all that there is, that's all that there ever will be, that the darkness that you think you're seeing is nothing but an illusion that you've created. But in totality, the illusion is still God. That the essence is always God. The essence is always magic. It's always a 10. And even if we're allowing ourselves to sink to a 1, we're creating that. We're pushing down underneath the surface. But our very nature, our very essence is love, is a 10. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed that, please share it. Leave me comments. I always like the comments. Sometimes I'm not as articulate as I like to be in these videos, but yeah, if you have cool comments, experiences of your own, please share them. I'd love to hear them. If you're interested in doing a quantum healing hypnosis session, I still have a few more before I become a full-fledged practitioner where I have to start charging money. Maybe I won't charge money, we'll see. I just like doing them. But anyways, I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. And I hope this touched you the way that these sessions and these experiences have been touching me. So, talk to you next time. I love you. Bye.